And welcome back to my channel. So today this is the look we are working for. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone. This is blues, purples. Yeah, I'm gonna side my so you can see it properly. So this is the eyeshadow we are working with. So today we are gonna work with this palette. This is Ucanbe Spotlight Palette. So yeah, I'm gonna reviewing this palette, and my hairs are not good. So yeah, I'm gonna reviewing this palette today. So this is my palette. If you wanna know what I think about this palette and is it worth it for you to get spend for to 1250, I guess. 1250 rupees on this. So yeah, let's get started on the video. My hair in a small one because my hair is very small, and just tucked all my front frills inside, so I look beautiful again. So yeah, I made my eyebrows. I just went to a parlor and just made my eyebrows. They look a little uneven. I don't know what's going wrong today, but yeah, it looks a little uneven, and that is throwing me off. Okay, so enough of the gambling. So what we're gonna do? So today we're gonna start. Where is my palette? Excuse me. Okay, I found it. So yeah, today we are gonna talk about a new release of Ucanbe. It's almost 1.5 months since it's released. So finally I got my hands on it. It's a little bit of expensive from my liking. It's around 1250. I bought it from Cuffs and Lashes a few days ago. So yeah, I bought this palette. This palette has actually 40 colors. 40 colors. I don't want you people to excuse on my accent. So yeah, it is 40 colors. So yeah, it's best before 2022, and normal name of it's cruelty free as it's just and 12 months from opening. So yeah, let's get into the opening. So yeah, I received one of the shade actually broken, so it would be hard for you to show, but yeah, this shade is broken, and so as my heart. So yeah, let's equivalent to those. So yeah, this is the only shade broken, and this is a beautiful palette, and you can see my phone. Okay, so yeah, this is the palette. So today I thought I am going to do something. What should I do? I don't think what I'm going to do. I just start. So yeah, enough the gambling. Let's start with you can't help me actually. So yeah, let's start with a color. So I'm just using the generic brushes that you could easily found on Amazon for 200 rupees for 4. So yeah, I'm using those. So yeah, these are the 4 brushes I'm gonna use. These are the blending brushes. Actually 3. Where's my 4th one? Okay, these are the 4 brushes I'm gonna use. So yeah, let's get started with the review. I won't be able to make sure that if you can't see every color because one of the shade is broken, and that's gonna be a mess out here. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you I'm working with which families of the color, and you can easily know what's the color. So I'm just using shade number 2 because it is a little bit of lighter shade, just to prime my eyelids, because for my liking primer is good for my eyelids. Okay, so I'm just going blending it with my sponge, which I have dried, and look, it is clean. I love it. Yeah, it's a little bit white because it's gonna be a good shade for me to like have working. Sorry for the bird sound because I don't know why they are going crazy. So we are back with blending it completely and applying a little bit of tape. I just use a regular tape, whatever you can use, and just tapped it on my hand 1 or 2 times, and then just apply, because directly you can apply, but it would be a little bit harmful for your eyes, and as I have been told, it can have creases or anything like that. I don't know. So yeah, let's start with the color. So today I want to be a little bit of daring kind of person, and I'm going to do something I'm going to do a very simple look. I just want to see how the color blends in itself. So I'm gonna start with a simple blending brush, something like that, and use which color should I use? So I'm just using the first color, the second shade from the brownstone side. So yeah, I'm just using it for, I haven't applied any loose powder because I love my base to be a little bit sticky. I think it gives a good pigmentation to your skin, so I'm just applying a transition color. This is the brown shade, the lightest brown shade, just to have a transition, you know. And I don't like to apply any shimmery transition shade. Till now I'm not at that level, so yeah, I apply a base color kind of transition. You can't actually see it, but yeah, it has a, let me look, it has a, I can say, kind of good pigmentation. Okay, let's see. Okay, so yeah, it's completely blended in. Now we're gonna start with something, I don't know, let's start with something purple. I love purple, is one of my favorite colors. Purples and blues are like my family kind of. So yeah, I'm gonna use purples and blues today, and a little bit of yellow in my inner corner. That's what I thought. Let's see what happens. So yeah, I'm using a little bit of purple, dipping it 3 or 4 times, and yeah, just blending it out and inside. Yeah, I'm blending. It's, you can actually see the color in the first swipe. So yeah, I like it. Yeah, let's get me back to this eye and I'll be back. It has completely blended, and I like the blending. I have done it a little bit in my inner corner. So yeah, it has completely blended. Now I'm just gonna use 1 or 2 more colors because I want to keep it a little bit easy in that area, because I don't want to do something crazy. I don't want to do something crazy because I'm not at that level right now. So yeah, this is completely blended. I like the blending. It has one side, but yeah, it has a little bit of kick off in the pan. Not that much, but yeah, a little bit. So be aware about that. I don't really care about the kick, because until and unless it has pigmentation, I'm fine with that. So now we're gonna take something dark just on the inner corner, outer corner. Sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little blush. It is just a little bit of green color. I'm just gonna dust it off. So yeah. Just a kind of a slanted brush, I don't know what it's called. So yeah, so I'm just gonna take the last color, the dark blue shade. I have used it 1 more time. So yeah, it's very pigmented, let's be honest. Yeah, you can see the pigmentation right away. I've dipped like 1 or 2, just a little dip, and it is really pigmented. So yeah, I'm gonna blend it to the gods. A little bit in towards the inner corner, not a lot, but yeah, a little bit in the inner corner, a little bit making a V. So yeah, yeah, you can see that. I'm just gonna blend it in upward motion. My trick for this is just pack the brush where you really want to have most of the pigmentation, in the inner corner, and just use the outer part of the brush just to make sure that it is completely blended with a very light hand, so it is completely blended in the orange, and it doesn't look harsh. The transition doesn't look harsh as you completely blends it. Yeah, so you can take a look. There is a lot difference between these and this. Let me complete the other eye. Okay, so we are back after blending it properly. It took me like 2 minutes max just to blend it, because you can see I have hooded eyes, so it's a little bit hard because I have to make my crease a little bit higher than normal. So yeah, I completely blended it with just the corner of the brush. I don't know why the birds are going crazy today, so I'm sorry for the background noise. So yeah, so it's completely blended. So now what I really want to do is I'm just gazing with that bright yellow color. You can see I really want to use it, but how, that is the question. So I'm just gonna take a little brush. Where is my little brush? I'll be back after finding it. Okay, I found it. I'm happy. So I'm just gonna wet that brush. I'm just gonna use it for the yellow color because I want maximum pigmentation. It's just in my inner part of eye. So I'm just gonna use that yellow color. Yeah, I'm just gonna use that because yellows are a little bit hard to form. And my mirror is full of that. Okay, you can see it. You can actually see it in the one swipe. So yeah, I like it at that time. I'm just applying it a little bit. It's pigmented but not as much as I like. So yeah, you can build it up actually. So yeah, I like it in that way. Yeah, that I build it up. I can build it up. So yeah. Not that pigmented. I know yellow are hard to form, and at that price what could you expect? But when you are paying a price from my side, you do expect a lot, because 1500 or 1300 for a palette is not any cheap. If this would be an SFR palette that I have used, I wouldn't be worrying about like, okay, the pigmentation is not that good. I can understand for like 300 rupees or 200 rupees, whatever you can buy it for wherever you are. Depends on your locality what price you're gonna get. So yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna getting like, yeah, so yeah, it took me like 2 or 3 building up. That is the color, that the final color. I'm not very happy for it. It's okay. What can we do? So yeah, I'm gonna use that broken shade with again applying Fix Plus. Actually, it's not Fix Plus, it's just Gulab Jal. Yeah, I'm just using that green shade that was broken, and I'm just gonna apply it here. Okay, it's just in the upper part, not on the lower part, because now you're gonna apply a little bit. Okay, yeah, now you can see it. This is known to be shining to the dots. This shade, why it is broken? I love it. Don't be stressed, this is not any style. I'm gonna apply it on my lower eye, but I just have to apply a little bit of concealer and all that jazz after that. Yeah, it has a little bit of fallout, you can see, but not a lot to care about. So yeah, and yeah, you can see how much change it does. Now I'm happy because I like it. Okay, so now we are gonna just take this off. You can see it just makes a sharp line you can work with. I'm just gonna use my fingertip just to make it a little bit not that sharp. Okay, now we're gonna start with it. It would be a long video, let me be honest, it would be long because I'm going with all the foundation concealer that I saw you in the last video. So I'm using that Fit Me, I'm sorry, that Lakme 925. I'm just gonna use a little bit. I'm not gonna use a lot today because yeah, I'm not going anywhere. First of all, I'm just gonna sit, I can't say on my couch actually, because I'm in a hostel and the only thing they provide is a bed. So yeah, I'm gonna sit on my bed and just enjoy. I'm much of a fan of a prime, so don't kill me. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy prime. So yeah, I'm gonna blend it and we'll be right back. That's my foundation applied. So I'm going to use the concealer, Swiss Beauty concealer, again in shade number 04. That's my complete shade. If you're my skin tone, yeah, this is the concealer for you. It's like I got it for like 150 bucks. Again from Cuffs and Lashes, because I think their sides is the fairly price right, because sorry, I just ate a Domino's pizza, so yeah, there's a little bit of popping. I'm really sorry about that. If you get disgusted, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. So yeah, again we're gonna blend it and we'll be right back. A little bit of blending under my eyes. It's because I have applied, I don't apply my primer, I just apply a little bit where I can find. Okay, a little bit of this Pond's new gel. I love it because this is very good for oily skin, any skin type you like. I just use a little bit of oil and after that I use it, and it's best for primer. I don't use pore filling primer. I know I have a little bit because that is, you can't use it at a regular basis, first of all, and second of all, it can clog your pores and have a little bit look at these types. So no, I'm not a big fan of that. So yeah, now I'm just applying a little bit of powder. I'm using the Miss Claire Luxury Banana Powder. It's banana powder. Yeah, it's actually just a powder. I like it. It's a little bit tinted, and yeah, that's why it gives you a little bit coverage, not a lot, but yeah, it sets your makeup beautifully. Last time the makeup I did, I haven't given you an update on that foundation. So yeah, I'm using that foundation again. I have tried it for like 6 or 7 hours, and that was not a very sunny day, you can say. So yeah, I have used it for 6 or 7 hours. Then I started seeing a little bit of creasing on my smile lines, not a lot. So this foundation does leaves very well. A little bit closer, because now we're going to use a little bit of products on our face just to make this round face a little bit chiseled. So yeah, I'm using a little bit again of the Nika K contour and bronze. Yeah, it is a little bit red on me. I don't know why. It's just looking a little bit on red on you, because in real life it looks really good. I have used it like 6 or 7 times. Yeah. So yeah, again. I look a little bit crazy. Let me fix it up and I will be right back. A little bit down on my contour just to make it a little tiny bit sharp. So now I'm going to use the SFR color. I have like 3 shades of this and I love it. I used it on a daily basis. So yeah, I'm gonna apply a little bit of this color because yeah, this is quite orange and I don't think it's gonna go with the eye look, but yeah, screw it, I like it. Now I'm gonna apply it. This is my video. Yeah, I like it. If you have a little bit, you can always use. Okay, you can always use a little bit. Now I'm just gonna blend it. Yeah, now we are good. So now I'm just gonna complete my lower lash line. Where is my brush? I'm gonna use a tiny brush, and I'm gonna use the purple color I used first. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use it towards all the outer. I like a little bit of blowy. Is that a word? I guess it is. So I like a little bit of blowed out under eye. In starting, I don't like my under eye to be because every other woman or girl in India started with eyeliner, and you really don't like eyeliner on upper and lower. So yeah, I was at that kind of a girl. I don't like to wear liner much. So yeah, just applied this. Beautiful again. What can I say? Just applying a little bit of that blue color in just the outer corner. Yeah, and just blending it out, mixing it up with the yeah. Yeah, I like it. So now I'm again using the same color, same broken color that was in my inner corner. Again using the Gulabri gel. You can use any Fix Plus you want. I have Gulabri gel because I use it. I'm a dry skin girl. I don't set my with any dried up color. So yeah, I like, you can take a look. Oh my god, that is one of the prettiest thing I know. Okay, I love this color, and I am so sad that that is broken. Yeah, it is like foiled and I love it. So now we are gonna use a little bit of color to highlight, and I don't think they have any color. No, they don't have any shimmer. That's the minus point. You can see that they don't have any color to highlight your brow bone. So let me find a color for me. Okay, I'm just gonna use this SFR blush highlighter, because basically it's 3 highlighters in one. This is the packaging. This is good for your, yeah, kind of good for your highlighting. You can see it works very beautiful. Sorry, the lighting is a little bit problem because I usually shoot in natural light. I don't use any professional light or anything like that. So yeah, this is the most natural thing you could get in this era of coronavirus. I blended it a little bit. My college is also closed. I'm going home tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow next day to the approx, to be exact. So yeah, let me assess the situation. I'm just gonna blend it a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna apply a little bit of lipstick. I'm thinking nude would be good. Should I apply a little bit highlighter? Yeah, let's go. I'm again using that same. Okay. I don't have any flashy light, so yeah, highlighter looks good. I know that. I'm gonna apply lipstick and would be returning for the final review. The final look. This is the final look. I'm just gonna make sure that I look goody in the final look. So this is the final look I usually use. Finally, so what about is it good for you to spend 1250 rupees on this palette? This is a very huge palette. Let me make sure. This is my face. My face is also huge. You don't need to tell me. So yeah, this is very huge. This is like twice my face, I can say. So yeah, 40 eyeshadow palettes. It's for me it's a very good palette, because I do usually use to make videos, and but for a daily going girl I wouldn't suggest it, because it has you can see it has a lot of colors. If you are in makeup and you want to try something that is not like color bar pricing like 2200 or 2400, you can try it. They have other palettes like beauty glaze palettes and magic palettes. Tell me if you want me to review any other palettes. I would be happy to do that. So yeah, if you want to try something within a little bit of budget, so yeah, I would prefer to get this, because it has 40 eyeshadows and you can easily use any eyeshadow for any purpose you want. I have used blues, greens. Yellow is a little less pigmented as you likes, but all the other colors are pigmented and are buildable. If you really want to, you can. I have used the generic brushes. I don't use Morphe brushes right now because I don't have it. I use the simple brushes. You can use it. You can make it work. It's really good for the pricing. I really like it. So yeah, this is my final look, and don't quote me on that, but I really love this. I'm gonna use it whenever I go out with any of my friends. I don't go out usually because college students, 75% attendance, that is necessary. But yeah, so yeah, it is a very good palette. You can use it. There are little less natural colors or daily neutral colors. They have a lot of colors that you can use, bold bright colors. So yeah, I like it. If you want to share, if you want to take it, you can easily go to Cuffs and Lashes and buy it. And if you want me to review any other thing or any other makeup palette or any other foundation, you can just comment it down. If I'm able to, I'm gonna buy it and share the review with you. So yeah, you can actually follow me on my Instagram, that is Varshangi Adarsh, if I'm not wrong, because I'm very bad at that. That is varshangisinha or Varshangi Adarsh. I'm gonna make sure that I would make that. Yeah, I'm bad at words, so I'm gonna make sure that I keep a link in the description box here to follow me on Instagram. So yeah, for today that's all. See you. Bye.